You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. If you have questions, the Lord has answers. But since He never answers prayers, like, He ever give you an answer? Like, He works in mysterious ways. Yeah, don't ask a God up in the clouds. For $30 or so, you could ask the old Uncle Cappy here at AssholeConsulting.com, and I will give you a response. I will actually, unlike the Lord, I will actually respond to you. But, you know, by all means, give 10% of your fucking money to the Catholic Church. What the fuck? You know, don't tithe to the old captain. Truth? No, we won't reward that. Ah, guy in the clouds. Here. Dear asshole, I recently graduated from a Christian liberal arts college with a degree in computer science. Awesome. I read your book Worthless before I went, so I knew not to major in the worthless bullshit the majority of my friends were studying. Luckily, I love programming, so I have found great professional success the past 4 years. I graduated with a job at a large investment company where I'm pulling in over $65,000 a year plus great benefits. Look at you! Look at you! There it is. There's the way to do it. I'm currently 22 and single. I haven't dated or gotten laid in the past 4 years as these Christian girls at my school were either marrying during college to get around the premarital sex issue. I remember these days. The old captain ended up dating a fair amount of Christian girls unknowingly. I went through like this weird, you can't even call it a phase because it wasn't conscious. It wasn't like, I'm going to go choose these girls. It's just like every girl that was saying yes, they're like, oh, I got a Bethel. I mean, I'm like, what's Crown College? I never heard. You start looking up and it's like these fucking cults. But yes, there's that whole, the spring surprise where you're going to graduate as a senior. You've already picked out your Christian, your other Christian you're going to make little baby Christians with, but you're not going to have fun. Because sex is only for making more Christians, all right? I hope you learned that. Or otherwise prude and saving themselves for Jesus. Oh yeah, I had those too. I would have tried harder during college, but I was so busy with classes and internships that the massive effort required to figure out dating in a Christian bubble simply was not worth it at the time. Dude, even if it was normal girls like non-guys, it still would have not been worth it. If you're in computer science and you're busting your ass off, I was there. I didn't get laid in college either. You know, you're working full-time, going to school full-time. There's very little time, but I'll tell you this, I didn't graduate with that. I was, that's a longer-term benefit for sacrificing a little bit of play and a little bit of partying. I made it to some parties, but not a lot. Something not worth it. My time and the shitty fake students of Christian college have made me very pessimistic about Christian culture. I feel that now the only thing to do is embrace the secular model of dating to get some experience in the real world and get out of the Christian bubble. All right, let's stop right here. I do not like most Christians, and the reason I don't like most Christians is because they're not real Christians. I like and immensely respect true, penitent, real, legitimate Christians. The ones that actually believe, the ones that practice, and any religion except for perhaps Islam if you're going to be of the violent sect. But any religion in general, if you practice it, I have much more respect for you because that's a higher order, higher quality of individual. Sadly, with most religions, people do not, being serious, 95% of the people go to church for any other reason than God. They'll go there for dating, they'll go there because their parents told them to go, they know, I mean, how many Christians do you know actually read the Bible? You know, at what is it, 5% maybe? Maybe? And so, from my perspective, unless you find like a true Christian, there's no difference between your secularists and your claim to be Christian, your self-avowed, self-claimed Christians, or the born-agains, all right? These people, actually I would say, are even worse than your standard secularists, because your secularists like, yeah, I don't believe it. One of the huger issues I have going to a church or a synagogue or picking up any religion is like, I wouldn't believe your stuff. I'd be insulting you. I would not belong there. But 95% of the people still don't belong there. So when you see these, in general, most Christians, they're hypocrites claiming to be Christians and going to practice. So these are even worse than your standard secularists. Your secularists are at least honest heathens. The fake Christians, which again is 95% of them, are your Pharisees. And using Christianity for anything but what it was intended for, according to the scriptures. So you might as well go chase after secular chicks because I would say they're just a touch more honest. They're just a touch more honest. Now I feel that secular I get some experience in the real world. This is my problem. I've graduated from college with very little sexual experience. I lost my virginity in high school. I went to a public school, but I didn't get laid once during college. I'm hoping to make up for that now that I'm a software engineer making money. I've read Bachelor Pad Economics and feel like in theory I should have a high sexual market value. However, the majority of my peers have way more sexual experience than I do, so my confidence is much lower than it. No, you choose. Look, you have the excuse. Like, okay, I got out of college. Fuck, got laid. I mean, I didn't care because I had time. I would not let your lack of sexual experience prevent you from going out and getting sex. You've been laid. You had. Look, did anyone get laid in the concentration camps or the prisoner of war camps in World War II? No, there weren't no girls around. Do you think they were like, oh, dude, I don't got no experience finally getting liberated by the Allies? Oh, I don't know. No, they went. They did. So that's all in your head, dude. That's like, oh, I don't have sexual life. Don't become a fucking pussy. Do not become a fucking pussy, all right? Don't do, well, I don't have the experience. Go. It's the whether you had experience or not, whether you're comfortable with it or not, the strategy is going to be the same. You got to go out there. You got to ask girls out. You got to be funny and witty. You got to wait for the right opportunity, the right environment, whatever works best for you. Some people do well, day game. Other people's do well on the internets. It's all up to you. You got to figure that out. You're not going to figure it out today or tomorrow, but I'll tell you this. If you don't get off your fucking ass and start asking girls out, you're going to have zero success. That's the honest truth. But I didn't get that. I was hoping to make up for that. Now that I'm software engineer making money, bachelor pad in theory, I should have a high sexual market value. However, the majority of my peers have way more sexual experience than I do, so my confidence is much lower than theirs. I fear my lack of experience in college has put me too far behind in the secular dating game to ever catch up. How does a girl know how much sexual experience you have? She can't tell that from one guy to the next. Now, maybe in bed she might figure it out, but by that time it's too late. You're getting laid. What do you care? All right? So, your sexual market value is what it is. I don't think it has anything whether or not you got laid in college or not. You're an engineer. You got your shit together. You've been working out, I'm hoping. I mean, you know the standard routine. It's all there in the book. You know what you got to do. And it's like, don't tell me you didn't know what to do beforehand. Not to be a fat fuck. And you know what? Don't be a lazy fuck now. Oh, I don't know. I got a low sexual market. Oh, I don't have experience. Don't get lazy on me. That's an excuse for, I don't want to ask that girl out because I'm afraid she'll reject me. Well, guess what, motherfucker? That's what separates the men's from the boys. So you go ask a girl out, you go get your ass shot down, and you'll become galvanized and hardened, and soon it won't matter, and then soon you'll be getting laid. I like to say it's not that hard, but it's hard because it's a sales game. It is. It's a numbers game. That's it. But most people, they don't want to go and pound on the pavement. They don't want to. You guys are always looking for this excuse or this way out, or how do I, okay, you want a really quick, easy way to get laid? Fly your ass to Amsterdam or go to Vegas and get a whore. Boom, done. Saves you a lot more time than this. But in the meantime, if you would like to get laid, you just got to put yourself, you see a cute girl, ask her out. Now me, I know there's different philosophies. Everyone, like pickup artists, oh, get laid that night, man. Yeah, do it if you want. Me personally, I was always good at the 3 to 4 date range. Plus, you kind of want to get to know the girl a little bit, especially nowadays, and this is me talking quite some time ago, but man, with these girls and the crazy and all that, you got to really be careful. So I'd say maybe, I still even... Okay, there were some one-night stands, but for the most part, though, it was kind of like, I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna let you know where I live. Let's go to your place, But where was I going with that? Yeah, you have to go out and start asking these girls out. That's it. In short, I am looking for advice on dating in the secular world coming out of a Christian bubble in college. I am including a link to my LinkedIn. See a picture. Okay, let's see what you look like here. You're nerdy, you're young looking. Yeah, you need a haircut. You gotta stop dressing like an engineer. That would be, yeah, that right there. You look like a nerd. And you are one, but that's fine. But you need to get a haircut. If you have any gay friends, have them set you up. But yeah, you need a haircut, and you're never wearing that engineer shirt again. Go to fashion sites. There's plenty of male fashion sites. That's what I would do. That right there would help out. That has nothing to do with strategy or philosophy or psychology, but yeah, you definitely need to not look like you came out of what's it called? Big Bang Theory. Manual the price. Okay, looking for advice on dating in the secular world. Okay, this dating in the secular world, coming from a Christian bubble, nothing has really changed except it got a little bit easier for you. Like I said, dating in the Christian world, especially if you went to a private school like that, Christian college, that's bizarro world, man. That's fucked up. You get your born again Christian girls that have their cuts because they committed suicide, but they cut this way, not this way, because this is attention seeking. This is, oh fuck, I really want to kill myself. So you never see girls like that. They always do this because it's attention whoring. I saw a lot of those in some Christian colleges. Single mom, oh, God forgives. They always go, it's not my fault. I fucked up my life and my child's life. There's women that just like having an excuse to control you, and religion does that a lot. They would say, well, you're not living up to Jesus. They can always pull out the Jesus card. Well, you're not doing it. We got it. And those girls are just manipulative, controlling fucks. And then you got the sheep that are just like, I think that Jesus loves me. This I know, for the Bible tell me so. And then they meet another Christian guy, and then they go have Christian babies. And I don't think you're going to need, or you're going to be able to date someone that dumb, frankly. That kind of level of sheep. So going forward, you're actually in a much more fertile environment than the Christian colleges. Not to say you can't date a Christian. Certainly go to church if it's your religion. Please, by all means, go. And that 5% of the Christian people, try and seek out those people. Those are legitimate ones. But the secular world is probably a little bit easier. And there's nothing really you can do. All you do to date in the secular world is ask out non-religious chicks. That's it. But the strategy doesn't really change. You got to get out there. You got to pound sand. You got to hit pavement. You got to get rejected. You got to get used to the rejection. You got to not care about it. You have to embrace the rejection. And then the other more important thing, dude, more important than asking girls out, is getting yourself into good shape, putting yourself together so that when you ask a girl out, you're not dressed like you were in your picture there with that haircut. All right? I know it's stupid. I know it's dumb. What about the inside? No. And you're not out of shape. You just got this mop of hair. You got to clean up. You got to present yourself, and that's going to help out. Because just like girls, we judge girls how the way they look. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So we got to be fair with the ladies there. So you go ask them out. You get your ass shot down. But more importantly, you focus on yourself. You develop yourself. Now you're already way ahead of your peers in this regard. You're employed, you got money. I wouldn't necessarily let those girls know that. But you can start affording some travel. You can start affording some interesting hobbies that are going to create and make you a very interesting man. So online, now here's where, I don't know, the performance splits, like guys who really did well in high school and college, they end. The time of man is over. The day of the orc has come. You're the orc, and now you're going to start taking off. And the reason why is that while your buddies, your colleagues, are busting their asses off, paying for college debt, don't have the money, you can be like, oh yeah, I'm going to France and going to go hang gliding over by Lake Annecy. Check it out, it's really cool. I'm going to go and get a motorcycle and go ride around. I'm going to go hike out west. You're going to do whatever it is you want to do. You're going to do these interests that you want to do, have nothing to do with pursuing women, and then when you come back, you join a volleyball team, and there's a girl who's just like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I like doing X, Y, and Z. She's like, holy shit, look at this. But again, that takes time. So you're still going to be asking these girls up, but you have to build yourself. You have to add more to your computer hard drive, become a more interesting man. And as you do that, then you'll grow, become a man. And then by about the age of 27, 28, you're going to start looking really pretty. You're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm in shape. I got rid of that haircut. I'm not wearing that shirt ever again. I did several trips to Central America, whatever. I like going spelunking. And I play volleyball with cute girls like, oh my God, what do you do? I'm like, this and that, and this. Or you go to church and there's the Christian girl that isn't a hypocrite. But yeah, it's just, all that effort you put into college is just like that. You just got to keep practicing, and failing. And I think what was there were some times I was in the zone. It was like I couldn't fail, and I had like a 90% response rate. But the 50-50-25 is more like 30-70. So 70% yes and 30%. So 21, 1 in 5 would actually show up. 1 in 5 would show up on a date, So I'd actually, was it 1 in 5? 70% would say yes, but then only 30, so 73. Yeah, so about 21% of the girls would show up. And that's pretty good. That's with me being the ballroom dance guy, and it wasn't that hard. There was still that much failure. There's no guy out there that's batting over 50, unless he's like a godlike looking fellow. and he's super rich or something like that. But yeah, if you can, 10% is pretty good. 1 in 10, that's not bad at all, man. Not bad at all with no practice, no rehearsal, no game. So, all right, that's it. Hope that helped out. Hope that helped out all you other Christian Jews. You guys got questions, go to your secular cursing brother over at assholeconsulting.com. I don't think I'm going to get a huge Christian marketing. I don't know, maybe it'd be the underground thing. Oh, he curses and swears, but he tells the truth. But it's cursing, I know Jebediah, but he tells the truth. We're in a quandary. Jessup. Jeremiah, that's it. Jessup is the southern name. Jeremiah and Jebediah are the biblical names. And Nebuchadnezzar, in case someone happens to name their kid that. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.